Well, I think what we've seen over the last 12 months is really the early adopters, so those employers that are actually quite concerned about this. Potentially it's the employers that have a number of people that are in the age bracket, where actually they could retire or they could certainly take money from their pension. And so some of those early adopters have started to put in a retirement service to ensure that their employees understand actually what the options are available to them, and actually they have a way of delivering on the outcomes that they need, no matter how they might want to take retirement income. I think that that really falls into three categories. It's providing the education, so people understand what's available. It's providing regulated advice, so that they actually have someone explaining to them what's right for their own personal situation. But it's also actually having the facility available, the services available to implement whatever is the right option for that individual. I think also there's some myths out there which are creating quite a lot of noise. So things like robo-advice is talked about quite a lot, but robo-advice is really difficult to implement at decumulation or at retirement. Very easy to do it when you're accumulating money, but quite difficult when it comes to retirement. And that's really because it's not just about the pension you're in at the moment, it's about all the pensions you may have held, it's also about other assets you may hold, whether that be ISAs, deposit accounts, it's also things about such as health, and all that needs to be considered, and that's quite hard to put in place through robo-advice, particularly bearing in mind that people may need to be revisiting that every year during retirement. So, you know, how is robo-advice really going to work when you're 80? So I think some of that behavioural stuff, some of the more emotional stuff around retirement won't be served by that, which is why a lot of companies are now looking at a retirement service that has that triple lock, as it were, of the education, the regulated advice, and then the implementation of whatever is right for that employee.